this is my dream because when I was in high school, I always said I wanted to own a business. And that was always my dream. I took business classes, and after I got out of high school, got a business diploma. Which I started barbershop because I was working in a warehouse. And I always thought that, work for other people was the thing to do, and it was always about trying to please them to get that extra dollar or whatever. And then I started realizing that no matter what you do, I mean, you're never really gonna please the people and be able to achieve what you want working with somebody else. And it was confirmed when I was at work one day and my supervisor made me mad about something. And so when I thought about it, I had a skill already. I had my barber license, but I was only using it part-time. So I was like, well, I don't have to deal with this. I got a skill I can use anywhere in Maryland. I cut hair, I'll start my own barbershop. And they kind of was like, yeah, whatever. So from there, that motivation, I took that and I started this. I had that type of relationship with the president where I could go to him myself. And I did talk to him like, look, well, I'm about to start my own business. I was like, I'm going to be here for now, but once I get started, I need to go to like 2 or 3 days a week in order to see how things go. Because, I have family, so I couldn't just not make any money. But that's how it happened. And like you said about that hustle, I would work 7:30 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. And then I would come here. But nothing was, it was carpet, it was white walls. I did everything on my own. Everything. I put 2 layers of paint on the walls. I did the tile floor. And this is things I never did in my life. So there we go, talking about cutting those corners earlier. I couldn't afford to pay everybody all this stuff, so I had to learn to do all these things on my own. So working a full-time job, 8 hours a day, coming in here from like 5:30 in the afternoon, working till 2, 3 in the morning. Every day. Getting up 6 o'clock, going back to my regular job, then coming right back here. I did it every day for a month.
Wow.
So that was that hustle. When I wake up in the morning, basically, I try to get myself mentally ready for the day because in this industry, you never know what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to come in. You just got to mentally prepare yourself for whatever may happen. Just kind of clear your mind and just get focused. Try to eat a good breakfast because in this industry, you never know when you're going to eat again. It's funny how being a barber that everybody else in the workforce, they get 10-minute breaks and then they get their lunch break, 15-minute break, whatever. But when they come in here, barbers ain't allowed to take breaks. It's like everybody mad. Like if 5 people sitting there and you want to take a break, oh my God, you might have fights about it. So you gotta be ready for that. You gotta be ready to just keep going. But during my day, it's like I just try to stay busy. Because in this business, if I don't have customers, I'm not making money. So my main thing is like keep people coming in and out of these doors. So that's like one of my main focuses for the day. And then just good customer service. That's always important. You gotta be able to deal with different personalities. And then at the end of the day, it's just about unwinding and just focusing on what happened that day, seeing if I can make something better, or just kind of doing an evaluation of business, self-evaluation. You just got to be constantly looking at how to change. If it's alright, just leave it alone. And then at night, it's about trying to spend time with your family and keeping up with my kids, whatever they got going on in their lives. So it's just a full day every day. It's kind of tough because being in here, it's kind of hard to plan anything because you never know what's going to happen that day. Like, if I shut down at 6 o'clock, I still might have 5 or 6 people here. So you never know what time you're going to get out of here. And it causes a problem sometimes because I had a daughter. Well, I have a daughter that plays basketball, and sometimes she would have basketball games, and I just couldn't get out of here, you know. So then I was faced with the decision of, do I stay here and make the money, or do I go to her game and support her? Because two kids, I mean, that money ain't always what they need. They need your time too. So, but still, I had this business, and it was really tough because I feel like, in a sense, I let her down because I couldn't be to her games. But once I hit that button on this business, I mean, it was just certain sacrifices that I had to make in order to make it happen. And it's hard for her to understand on that level, but I mean, she's a senior in high school, like, so I got tuition coming up and that type of thing. So, you know, she did have support from her other family, which she probably wanted me to be there more, but I think in the end she kind of realized, like, that I did what I had to do, and that it's going to pay off, you know, and it's going to help her for her education, and, like I said, tuition and stuff. But I mean, it's tough. It's really tough. I live by that. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not into thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. And what that says to me, anything I do in life, if I look to him, then he gonna make sure everything's okay. Even from opening this business. When I first tried to come here, the rent was ridiculous. But I prayed about it, and I knew that I wanted to be here. So I prayed and I asked God, I was like, make a way. You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't see it coming, but I didn't give up. So New Year's Eve, I think 2012, I was at a watch night service. I was at church. And when I left church, it was on my heart heavy, and I prayed about it. But I just couldn't get confirmation. So this was empty, and I was by myself. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. I never forget. I came out here and I grabbed the handle of this door, and I prayed. I said, God, you know, I want this building. This is where I want to build my business. And like a week later, I went back to the landlord, and I had a price in my mind that I knew that I could afford, and I believed it. And when I got down there, he was like, let's go. And he gave me the price that I was looking for, which was a significant amount less than what he asked for in the beginning. So at that point, I knew this was ordained by God, and that I was about to walk into my future. And I know people see me going through different trials and kind of judge me because of my errors, but at the end of the day, my relationship with God is between me and God. So whatever you say or whatever you think, that's fine. I'm not worrying about that because I know what my intentions are. And it's allowed me to be able to do things for the community. Like, I'm a big community. If anybody really knows my heart, they know that I want to help the community. So unselfishly, I take money that I make here, and I do certain things that I don't tell people because sometimes the thing you do shouldn't be told if you're doing it out your heart. You know? No. At times I've been frustrated, but never give up. You know, because one thing about me, because of my childhood, I didn't have a father ever. Like 6 months before I was born, give or take, my dad killed somebody and went to prison. You know, and then my mom, she was on crack from as long as I could ever remember. So to me, that was like motivation. Like, I just can't do this. I want to do better. So it's funny because, like, when I first started here, all I think about was cutting hair. And now I have dreams of, like, my salon to be open next week. You know, but on other areas of my life, I'm very fascinated by, like, airplanes and stuff like that. I'm gonna fly an airplane this year. You know, that's like been a dream of mine forever. Like, I really want to own my own airplane. I want to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to Florida today. Just get in my plane and go. And all this stuff here is, if I can financially secure my money and do the right things, this time next year, I'm gonna have my license, and I'm gonna fly somewhere. So everybody look out in the sky, cause I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? It's being me. I don't want to be the boss. I don't want to be chasing after. Just a hard-working guy that's focused right now. Focused on business. Just focused on getting to that next level. I'm a giver. I just like to give. I just like people around me to be happy. You know. At the same time, I want to be happy too. So I'm just a hard-working person that's just on a mission. I'm on a mission. I'm on my hustle right now, as you say. You know. And that's what it's all about to me right now. I just want to be great. Like somebody said to me one time, if you were to die today, what would you be known for? You know, I want to be known as a great leader in the community. Somebody that was there, that was willing to help and just be a good guy. You know what I'm saying? Of course, sometimes it's overshadowed by the mistakes we make in life. Because I won't ever claim to be perfect, but I do claim that I'm authentic. I'm me, you know. And at first, you gotta have goals. You gotta set goals. Like that was my big problem at first. I had goals, but I never wrote them down. But then when you start writing them down, you can look at them. You can check this one on, check that one on, check that one on. You gotta have goals, and once you get your goals, you gotta have a plan. You gotta stick to that plan. You know, you might be able to go off course a little here and a little there, but you got to stick to the plan, because sometimes once people come in and start giving their opinion, then you start to think about it more than you should when you already have your plan. Stick to it. You know, be willing to put in long hours. A lot of people think when you own your business that, yeah, I'm gonna make all this money, but a lot of times your business day don't start until it closes. So now you got to sit down, you got to do your financial stuff, you got to look at where you are, see if there's any improvements, like I said, the cleaning, all that stuff. Like being a business owner, I found I work more than 40 hours now. Like once you work 40 hours, now I'm putting in 40, 50, 60. The other night I was here till 4 in the morning scrubbing floors. So you just got to know that you got to be on your grind, you know. And stay focused. Don't let nobody knock you off course. They have a financial plan, because it takes money to make money. I don't care what kind of hustling you do. From the streets, you know, to wherever you do, it takes money to make money. And once you take that money, you got to invest back into your business. So it's just a full circle. But you have to be on your grind. I mean, it's no set path, there's no set way. Your way is what's going to matter. So just be ready for whatever. You got to be versatile. I mean, you got to be able to think outside the box. My biggest goal was to be diverse. So as a black man in the community, I don't want a black barbershop. I don't want to sound like racist or whatever, but I don't want a black barbershop. I want a community barbershop. So I mean, the girl that cuts hair with me, she's a white lady, you know, and she has white customers. Everybody coming here. The girl that I hired to do hair, she has black customers. She has white customers. I mean, I just want that diversity. So, and I say that to say that you just got to be different, you know. So my advice, people just be different, be yourself. And just don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do, because you control people. You know? That would be my advice. I mean, my definition of a dream hustler is, if you have a dream, the hustle part is making that dream happen. You know what I'm saying? If I dream to be a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, the hustle comes in with school books and putting in them long hours, because hustling always means making money. It's whatever you have to do to attain that dream. That's your hustle. So that would be my definition of a dream hustle.